Japan and Korea, here's what's on my shopping slash wish list. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Celesta. We talk about things in luxury shopping and handbags. If you love those things, make sure to subscribe and hit that bell notification. I do post videos twice a week. So we are heading to Tokyo, Seoul, and Fukuoka in about a month. And naturally, I have things on my shopping list slash wish list. We've all heard that luxury designer handbag shopping is the best in Tokyo, specifically if you're looking for vintage, pre-loved handbags. To be honest, I did not have the best experience when I went to Tokyo a couple years ago because I feel like the resale pricing is pretty comparable to US pricing. It's definitely not more expensive, but it's definitely comparable. Like I wouldn't feel like I'm saving that much more money. However, of course, the yen is also low. So maybe this time we'll come across a couple pre-loved stores that are maybe not as popular as the ones that I went to. We're also going to be going to Fukuoka, which is a little bit less touristy and popular compared to Tokyo. And I also heard good things about shopping in Seoul for their luxury handbags as well. People have kind of said it's a little bit more underrated compared to Japan, so the pricing might actually be better. So I am really excited. We obviously have handbags on the list. I wanted to kind of chat through a couple other beauty products and things that I'm hoping to get. I know while I'm there, we're going to be making impulse purchases. I feel like when you're traveling, money just like is imaginary. It's just monopoly money. And so I do kind of have a slight game plan of what I want to leave with. So keep an eye out for the vlogs if you're also heading to Asia soon. I will be documenting a lot of the places that we go shop at and like the reviews and whatnot. So keep an eye out for that. But without further ado, let's get into it. So I figured let's start with the handbags because everything else is kind of like TBD. But also with the handbags, they're also TBD because I feel like we have to go in with realistic expectations, right? Like I've been through this before. I've gone through this. I know that you're not going to walk in and suddenly there's like a whole wall of handbags that you are in love with all of them. They're the perfect condition. They're great price, whatever, right? So we have to be realistic. But I also understand like we need to embrace lucky girl syndrome a little bit, okay? So we're doing a little bit of both. We're doing a little bit of manifestation, but we're also being realistic. So we have quite a large list. I don't expect to come home with every single item on this list. We could also come home with none of these items on this list. We did recently get a Chanel bag, so realistically, like we'll have to see. But the first item is a large hobo Bottega bag, specifically in a dark brown fondant color. I've kind of been loving like an older Bottega, like slouchier look and feel. I know one very realistic option could be the teen Jody. However, I'm not certain that it's going to be the best pricing. I want to find something under $1,500, if not less. I think I can do it because I've seen it on Fashion File for about $1,600. So if I can find something under around the $1,500 price range, we might have to pull the trigger. Again, I'm typically a small bag girly, so like I know you're probably wondering like where are you bringing this bag to? What are you using this for? I don't know. We didn't think that far yet. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. I also am considering getting the Goyard St. Louis tote, specifically in the PM size. I am curious what the Goyard pre-loved market is in Japan or just in Asia in general, because obviously these bags are quite hard to find. You can only buy them in stores. And so here in the US, they typically go above retail or around the same price as retail here. So I am kind of curious to see what their inventory is like. I'm not super pressed on this. I know I sold my Neverfull and I don't feel like it's missing a hole in my collection by any means, but I think because I love my mini Anjou so much that I'm kind of considering getting a larger tote. For why? Again, I don't know. The next bag we are considering this cutie little mini tote. This is the newest size of the Hermes Garden Party. It's the Neo 23, I think. And I've been eyeing this for a while. I think this was on a wish list of mine, maybe back in the summer. And I know people who are stalking the website every single day. They're able to get lucky. Me, never. And so I am kind of curious to see if they have this available in Japan, either in the stores or just like pre-loved as well. I think that's another option. I think this bag retails for around $5,000. I don't want to pay over retail for it. So if I can find it for just around at retail price, if not under, we're calling it a steal. And of course, the last handbag is a Birkin 25. I have not shut up about this bag. However, I want it in full set. I want it in the last 2 to 3 years, and ideally I want it under $20,000. I know Luxe du Jour has one currently for I think $21,000. So I do think it's possible to find a bag at that similar price point. And I also saw some in Japan the last time I went for around $23,000. So I'm kind of surprised that they weren't like a significant price difference. You can find those very similar pricing here in the US too. And so I don't want to pull the trigger unless I feel like I'm getting a really good deal on it. And again, with this bag, I don't feel like I need to get it right now. There's no like, I have to have this, otherwise like my life is over. Like, it's just a bag. If we can find a good deal on it, amazing. If not, we will keep waiting. I also want to get a new Chanel card holder. I know the Cruise collection was just released and they had this beautiful light pink color that was released. I don't know if I would get this pre-loved or from the Chanel boutique. I guess we'll have to go and see what they have available. But my Chanel card holder is a couple years old. I think it's 4 years old at this point. She does look a little beat up. She could use some TLC. And so I would consider getting a new card holder depending on the color. And it's hard because I do really like the Chanel card holders, like the size and the shape of them, but I also feel like they are the least durable compared to the Louis Vuitton card holder I used to have. I also have heard that Japan pre-love market, vintage market, of course, could be a really good opportunity to pick up a watch. It's a very similar mindset to the Birkin. I don't feel like I need this, but I have been eyeing the Cartier Bang Noir watch. And so I think if we can find a good deal on it, it's definitely something I would consider, but I'm not going in with it being like, I have to get this, this, and this. Otherwise, this wish list would be like $50,000. Moving away from luxury, handbags, etc., I am really excited to head to Korea to go to Gentle Monster. I feel like Korea is really well known for their sunglasses, specifically for Asian faces. You guys know I love Gentle Monster, and if I can find a discount on Gentle Monster, we're taking it. I know there's other companies in Korea that are like Gentle Monster dupes as well, and then there's other places that you can take those sunglasses and replace the lens with a prescription lens. So if I can do like a prescription pair of sunglasses, that would be ideal. My vision isn't terrible. It's like negative 1.5. So like I'm seeing just fine right now, but it would be nice to be able to have a pair of prescription sunglasses so I can wear them while I'm driving, especially if I'm not wearing my glasses or my contacts. I haven't exactly shopped at Brandy Melville in a couple years, and some may say I'm a little too old for that, but I do know that they have Tokyo specific merch at the Tokyo store, and I'm definitely intrigued. I saw this on TikTok. They have some cute hoodies that just say like Tokyo on it, so we'll have to go and see and scope it out and see if it's worth it. And then of course we'll be planning to pick up some stuff from Uniqlo and GU. It's just so much cheaper there. We did recently open like a renovated Uniqlo at my mall, and it's massive. They now have like embroidery station and like all of this stuff, and it's great, but each embroidery is like $10. And I remember doing it in Japan for like 500 yen, which is, I don't know, $3-4. And so it just the price difference is insane. So if I come across anything, and honestly, if it's too cold and I need a jacket or whatever, I'm glad Uniqlo will be there. Moving over to beauty. I don't have too much. I'm still kind of in the research process for this because it's so easy to go into these stores just feeling so overwhelmed. Olive and Young, Cosme in Japan, like it's just so like overwhelming because there's so many beauty products. They're not in English, and like realistically, do we need more? Probably not. But I am interested. There's a brand called, I think, Refi, that does hair brushes, and it's supposed to help like make your hair look more like silky smooth. So I'm definitely intrigued and want to try that out. And then my parents did come back from Japan and picked me up a sunscreen, and then I am interested in picking up in Japan. They have these like wipes that like cool you down. So I know it's winter, but I think it could be really good to have, especially if we travel for the summer. And then I also want to pick up the eyeliner that I got last time. They had a really good like fine tip as well. I'm still kind of noodling on all the beauty products. I will be doing some beauty treatments as well. I don't know exactly what I'm doing yet. Again, we're still noodling. We still have some time, but you will definitely see what I end up doing in the vlogs. And then the last 3 items are kind of the miscellaneous cute things, and you can't leave Asia without getting like cute, useless shit. Like, let's be so for real, you can't. And I am a sucker for cute stuff. Like, I know I love my designer handbags, but like, I am a sucker for cute stuff. So the first thing I'm planning on getting are any kind of like bag charms, plushie bag charms. I'm eating it all up. We are doing it. We're not big Labubu people here, but I definitely feel like I can find a steal for that in Asia, like whether that's Sanrio, Miffy, Disney, we're here for it. Speaking of Miffy, I've had my eye on this like 3D inflatable Miffy that apparently you could also ride. I saw this on TikTok and I was like, wait, I want it. And unfortunately, the place that sells it doesn't ship to the US. However, they do ship it to your hotel in Japan. So where I'm struggling right now is it's kind of a big box, and so I don't know if I want to just pay the 3x price point and get it from eBay and just have it delivered to my house, or if I want to ship it to the hotel and then risk not having enough luggage space to bring it back. So very conflicted at the moment, but I think this is so stinking cute. I feel like it would sit so cute just like in my closet and just like by the mirror. Like, she's just there. She's kind of useless. Again, you could ride her, I guess, but I do think this is so stinking cute. And then the last thing I am so excited to get is Disney Sea merch. We're not doing Disneyland, we're just doing Disney Sea. And we went to Disney Paris last year. And I'm not gonna lie, I was really disappointed in the merch section because I want things that say Disney Paris. Like, the whole reason I'm buying stuff is so it says Disney Paris. And I feel like a lot of the stuff that they had was like character specific. So it was like Winnie the Pooh or Stitch or whatever, a lot of Ratatouille. But I want things that say like Disney Paris, and they didn't have anything, and I ended up leaving Disneyland empty-handed, which I was very shocked by and honestly a little disappointed. And so I'm very excited, and I'm hopeful that there will be good and amazing merch that I could pick up at Disney Sea. I know that Disney Sea in general has a lot cuter things. They have cuter ears, like everything is just cuter there. So I'm hoping that we can pick up some Disney Sea merch as well to kind of make up for the fact that I didn't pick up anything last year at Disney Paris. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please comment any other recommendations you might have for things to pick up, where to shop. It is our first time here in Korea and Fukuoka, so please send your recs. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll leave another video for you guys here, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!